Chicago rapper breaks down after his brother was unalived at a barbershop. He's talking about G Herbo. I just want to start off by saying long live and rest in peace, G Herbo's little bro. I did see the video on Instagram. It's crazy. It's sad. And that's what we're going to get into. You know what I'm saying? Just pay attention. And I know a lot of you guys are going to find a way to make fun of him, bro. I know this. Y'all are trolls. You know, stop.
Hey, let me get you to January 28th, man.
Yeah.
And also customers. We're told even women and a young child witnessed everything that played out here. Those gunmen fired in less than 30 seconds, hitting the customer and a beloved barber.
I'm so sorry for your loss. And when she texts me this, her brother is the barber. And I tell you, you know what I'm saying? My life can't be complete without him. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't feel complete. It's never gonna feel complete without him. I was in a slump. Ever since I lost my brother, I've been getting drunk.
Watching TV and I heard it. It was like, it started from 79th and it came all the way down.
And I don't know about y'all. I can't begin to relate what's going on with him because I have all my siblings. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Healthy, everything. They're cool. But I have lost homies. And even from losing homies, childhood friends that I grew up with, to this day, I still think about them. I still, you know what I'm saying? I'll shed a tear. It's hard. Now, I can only imagine how he feels because he actually lost a brother, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Rest in peace, little bro. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was like a machine gun. It was
I probably had a switch or something.
Today we are announcing a superseding indictment charging 12 individuals in a conspiracy to illegally traffic over 90 guns across state lines into the city of Chicago.
I don't know because the burners out there in Chirac, the burners in Chicago, and a lot of the Chicago natives will tell you that sometimes the feds will roll up undercover, give a tip, right? That there's a shipment passing through the railroads and all that. That's how they get their, you know, you know what I'm saying? That's how they get their burners and all that. That's how one of them ended up with the, you know what I'm saying? RPG in Chicago. I remember that was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, bro. That shit was crazy. I was in college when that happened. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is feds will give a tip and so they could go and basically stock up on burners. That's how they keep the war alive over there, bro. It's population control. It gets deep. Look up conspiracies on, if you're watching this on TikTok, type in Chicago conspiracies with the trains and all that. If you're on YouTube, same thing. There's interviews. Rappers, past rappers that passed away and all that have came out and talked about it in interviews that there's feds that'll give a tip and tell them, hey, there's whoop-de-whoop passing through. If you want to, you know what I'm saying, get the upper hand, you feel me? So
9 members of the Gangster Disciple street gang in the Pockettown neighborhood of Chicago. Damn. The indictment says the gang members would contact the soldiers and, in essence, place orders for the guns. Federal prosecutors say the soldiers actually sold more than 90 guns to those gang members.
Fam, I can't stress.
If it ain't the undercover feds, it's soldiers. What? Anything to get the bag though, bro. I feel
we have to love the ones we love the most before it's too late. Like they say, one day you here, the next day you gone.
It's gonna last.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
Having all the money in the world can provide comfort and luxury, but its value diminishes when the ones you love the most cannot share it with you. Despite having material wealth, the emptiness of not being able to share life triumphs and joy with loved ones can make even the most opulent existence feel hollow. It is the warmth of family, the laughter of friends, and the love of those closest to us that true richness resides. Without these meaningful connections, wealth alone can feel meaningless, highlighting the profound importance of nurturing relationships and cherishing the moments spent with those we hold dear. Now, a world-class rapper has recently did an interview with his right hand who passed away, Dad. Now, clips from that interview is going viral after surfacing on the internet. Respect to the artist and the host. The artist was vulnerable because he know the person he was talking to during this interview. It was a connection where he felt his deceased brother in that room. But it was pretty cool to see him showing his fans how he too struggled with losing the ones he loved the most despite the success he gaining throughout.
And that's the thing. A lot of fans don't humanize the stars or whatever, bro. All of the people who are famous, they're human too. They're humanized. They have struggles. They have problems. You know what I mean? They struggle every single day, just like you and I do. Example, I think Selena Gomez had a kidney transplant because she had kidney failure. Most followed woman on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So, even Kim Kardashian has some sort of illness. I forgot what it is. I think it's like eczema or something. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is they're human too. You know what I mean? You can't look at them as a perfect superstar god or whatever, because they still have struggles and bleed the same we bleed. But anyway, let's check it out.
Years, the host managed to give the world a glimpse of some people's favorite artists, vulnerable, but he also had respect for that artist, not to show him shedding tears to the public, which we all know in the social media era could be used against you. So I figured we talk about it today on this video, family. This story is crazy to say the least. You have Chicago gang members and U.S. officials coming together to fight a street war. Bodies being dropped and bodies being beat. And the reason for that is because of the firearms. Family, you know we're going to talk about that later in the video. But it tapped back to 3 people who was once in the military. And according to the feds, they was trafficking firearms for a street war in Chicago. Now, if you're a little lost, don't worry, family. I'm going to break it down to a T and in order. So before we get into this one, remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. Up on the south side of Chicago was Herbo Wright, also known as G Herbo. As he managed to escape his past, the past still stayed with him. So even with all the success G Herbo was gaining at the peak of drill rap, to this day, the streets encounters he had in the past come with that. As we all know, revenge don't have a date on it. Early on in G Herbo's career, he would shoot most of his music videos on his block, which is referred to as 79th and Essex block. G Herbo dropped a track called No Limit 8 years ago that showed his block.
No limit, everywhere I go, no limit. Only thing I know, no limit. Bitch, we on the map, we on the map.
Even 7 years ago, he dropped the Computer's Freestyle with the music video that was shot inside the apartments.
We in the front, got phone them trailing us with 2 more 30s. We out here lurking.
Like the title,
that was a hard
the first
beat.
Track we just played, fam. No Limit is the name of G Herbo record label, 150 Dream Team. No Limit. Now, No Limit had public beef with another Chicago neighborhood called KTS, which stands for Kill to Survive. And that beef was public for people outside of Chicago.
Yeah, that was a viral video. No Limit Cairo. I remember that whole McDonald's situation. It's different now, but it says, bruh. Hey, shout out Chicago though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
When a known viral clip of an incident.
Oh, as it is right there. Yeah.
That clip released in 2012 showed a KTS member press up a No Limit member. The KTS member was a member that went by the name of KTS Drake. And the No Limit member was identified as No Limit Cairo. Now, Cairo even went back and replayed that incident over 10 years later. He was a teen and the victim at the time.
I seen that video too. That shit was funny.
Get back up.
But 9 years after that incident, KTS Drake would lose his life after serving time in the county jail. He was only steps away from the gate. Over 60 shots was let off. May he rest in peace. This incident happened July 12, 2021. Real name, Londre Sylvester, a.k.a. KTS Drake, was just 31 years old at the time. He was also considered a local rapper. KTS Drake has just been released after being fitted for his electronic monitor bracelet. Walking to a waiting vehicle when several suspects exited 2 separate vehicles and began to shoot in KTS Drake's direction, striking him a number of times. According to the police, he was DOA, dead on arrival. The suspects re-entered their vehicles and fled the scene.
I'm so sorry for your loss. And when she texts me this, her brother is the barber. And I ain't ever even want to speak on this on the podcast. I'm telling them stop going to that barbershop. But you got to get your hair cut there for, gang. Make a come to you. This at the end of the day is being on point and still knowing that a hurt you. I'm him and you is me. But he just not listening to me. And I know I'm not responsible, but I'ma still feel like it's my fault because I can't live life If I get a Grammy, an Oscar, I must think about my little brother, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? My life can't be complete without him. I ain't gonna lie to you. It don't feel complete. It's never gonna feel complete without him. That's the truth. I ain't gonna never be able to feel complete without him, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. That just don't make sense to me. It don't add up. You gotta understand life. So it's like, it's about the way we feel every day and trying to navigate through this shit. How you? So January 28th.
Now, in Lil Greg's demise, someone was arrested, Christopher Mosley. Now, he was caught after he was found getting into the same car that was used to take out the life of Lil Greg. And check this out, family. He was also found with a stolen firearm that matched the description of the one that used to take out the life of Lil Greg. This firearm was also used in a mass shooting just months before.
I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, but bro, R.I.P. to G Herbo's little brother, for reals. Like I said, I can't begin to relate to what he's feeling because that's a sibling. I know G Herbo as an older brother, he's feeling like he wasn't there to protect his little brother, bro. And I feel like I got 4 little siblings too, so I know how it's like, you know what I'm saying? I have one that, you know what I'm saying? And the thing that sucks is I'm distant from them. So shit goes down, we're talking 12 hours at least before I get there to help him out. So that's what I'm saying, is just, bro, you gotta move differently. Like, basically, to my main point is I can't begin to relate to what's going on or how he's feeling. Not what's going on, but how he's feeling, because, bro, that's a sibling. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've lost homies, and even that stings till this day. You know what I mean? Now imagine the brother, someone you grew up with and viewed and shared dreams with, and hey, when we old, whoop-de-whoop, you gonna go to my crib, I'm gonna go to your crib. We gonna have our kids gonna play together. We'll be, you know what I'm saying? And when some shit like that happens, bro, it just goes down the drain and it sucks. And you can hear the hurt in G Herbo's voice, bro. Like when he's crying and all that, it's genuine. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, even though they're famous, they're rich or whatever, bro, they're still human. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to end it there. Tell someone you love them. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the phone. Life is too short. And I'm going to end it. Let me know y'all think about this one below. Catch you on the next one.